You have been smoten by God. God has smoten you.
What does that mean?
It means that God, he saw that you were not using your math skills, and he said, this bitch didn't use her math skills, so I'm gonna whoop, and I'm gonna take them away. So that's why you can't do division anymore, because God smote you. Technically, smoten refers to being struck by lightning, but, you know, I feel like you can be smoten metaphorically.
Yeah, I guess.
So, you've been smoten. Sorry about that.
How will I get my engineering degree?
I
can't even multiply
divide?
decimals.
You can't multiply. I don't know how to multiply decimals. I'm a poet, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, you study the arts, and you make money off of it. I study the arts, and I'm bad at it. Although I had a dream that I was actually really good at painting last night.
Nice.
Which might be because I went to my parents' house yesterday, and guess what?
What?
My painting was hung up on the wall.
Nice. I had a dream that I was in my grandma's bedroom, and because I have a weird recurring nightmare about being in my grandma's bedroom and demons attacking me from underneath her bed. But I was like really angry in this dream. And so I get up out of the bed and I'm like, demons, fuck you. I don't care what you have to say, demons. And I'm like ready to fight the demons. And then like a children's song starts playing and Elmo is on the screen and Elmo tells me that I have 30 seconds to surrender my magic powers before the demons kill my whole family. What the fuck? And so I surrender my magic powers, and then I spend the rest of the dream crying, and that's how it ended.
But you saved your family.
I saved my family. I saved the whole village, actually.
The whole village.
I saved the whole village.
The village of Nashville?
No, I was in Virginia, I think.
You were in Virginia.
My grandma lives in Virginia.
What part?
So I saved Grandma's village.
What part of Virginia?
Richmond? Well, Chester, technically, but it's Richmond.
I was living in Richmond earlier this year. Don't like it.
I was actually not the Richmond. Sorry.
The song, it was so good, and then it just fell off. It was like, good points, good points, good points. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think is that song by a Republican? Probably. Yeah, then that makes sense. They usually kind of fall off with their logical arguments after, like, 30 seconds.
I think he made it a little further than that. 45, I think.
He had some valid points. Yeah. Like, I could see where he was going with it. You want to know a funny story? The first time I heard that song, I was in a karaoke bar in Stockholm. No, I wasn't in Stockholm. I was in Oslo, Norway, in a karaoke bar. And a guy, a very heavily Norwegian guy with a Norwegian accent, gets on stage and does Rich Men North of Richmond in the karaoke bar. It was like 3 a.m. It was wild. And he did a really good job, shockingly. He, like, killed that shit. He, like, crushed it, honestly. But why was this man in Oslo, Norway, singing a song about rich men in Richmond, Virginia? How does he know about this?
North of Richmond.
Oslo is technically north of Richmond.
Technically?
It's pretty far north and across an ocean, but technically it's north of Richmond.
I think it's more east than it is north, but...
What the fuck is that?
The hole in your ceiling?
Is that a hole? Is that a bug?
It's a hole.
Huh. How odd. I don't think I've ever noticed that. There's a hole in my ceiling. I wonder if that's how critters are getting in. No, it's probably through that door.
Maybe.
There's a crack in the door in the wall. There's doors in the walls. It's really fucking creepy, actually. You should bleep that. I feel like we're gonna get demonetized. Who fucking cares? I don't want to be monetized anyway. I make money other ways. Like crime. No, I'm kidding. I don't do crime. Not organized crime, anyway.
It's because you're a goody two-shoes.
I am. I follow the law and I love Jesus.
Jesus didn't follow the law. That's why he died.
What law did Jesus break?
Excellent point. There was none. They just said he did.
They just said he did. He didn't break any fucking law. They just made that shit up.
He did break a bunch of social taboos, though. But that was kind of...
Yeah, so do I. I'm autistic. Was Jesus autistic? Comment below.
Apparently he was a lizard man. And a shapeshifter. And trans. The conspiracy...
Trans-autistic lizard Jesus? I kind of fuck with it.
The conspiracy theories are getting a little out of hand. They ran out of ideas after, 2016.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to be doing makeup. I put my glasses back on to look at the hole in the ceiling. I had taken them off to start doing the makeup. Look at my hair. It's so cute, right? I think it looks nice today.
It does.
I don't know why. It's hairing today. It's doing its job. Okay, face. I have a face. What do I put on my face? Makeup. This stuff. Yes.
Back that up just a little bit more.
Half of my sentences are incoherent, but I'm 100% awesome.
True.
This is face serum. I don't know what it does, but I know I'm supposed to use it.
You know what happened with my first week living in Richmond?
What? Did you meet a rich man?
No.
If I were a rich man, if I were a rich man. That's a very poor rendition of a song from Fiddler on the Roof. And there's also a version called If I Were a Cis Man, If I Were a Straight Cis Man. Sorry. I need a hair tie.
The first week I was there, I called my dad, almost crying, and said, I need a gun. Because you know what happened?
What happened?
I was driving to a job interview,
Okay.
and I stood on my brakes because the person in front of me stood on their brakes. I don't know why. And the dude behind me gets out of his car, and he's this huge dude, and he starts walking towards the car. And I was like, I'm going to die. And so I called my dad and was like, I need a gun right now.
I need a gun right now.
Listen, I am a tall woman, and I'm fairly strong.
Yes, this is true. You're my muscle.
I cannot beat up a man who is 6'4" and pure muscle.
That's fair. So I'm glad you didn't get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
That would have sucked.
It would have.
I recently was reading about a book that's like Coco if it were like for grown-ups. The movie Coco where they're like in the afterlife. But like it's about like there's a disease that's like destroying the whole world. I think it's called The Brief History of the Dead. It's a book. And
it's not the Book of Life.
No. It's called...
That's like Coco, and it's really good.
Nice. I actually have seen The Book of Life.
I remember it being really good. It's been a long time.
Yes.
I hope I'm not incorrect.
Okay. It's fine. And in this book, there's like a woman, and she's the last person alive. And like everyone who's still living in the realm of the dead knows her in some way. And it's like a whole thing. Because everybody else is dead. So nobody else is in the realm of the dead either, because everybody who could remember them is dead. It's like a whole thing. It was wild. You should read that book.
I can't read.
Oh, you can't read. I forgot about that.
That's not true. That's not true. I did the reading comprehension test for the thing I was talking about.
Yes.
Like placement exam type thing.
Yes.
Whatever they are. I got all of the questions correct.
Hashtag Rally can read. Can Rally read? You'll find out.
Did you know that the term sign in blood comes from Tom Sawyer?
I did not. I don't feel like my face is moisturized enough. I'm going to put my regular...
That's what Google said.
I know.
Because as an initiation for Tom Sawyer's gang, everyone had to sign their name in blood.
That's a little bit much.
I had to look it up after my ACA meeting because I started the Yellow Book study and they were talking about like how we were going to run it, and someone said as like a joke, you could have everyone sign their name in blood for the like agreement to show up for all the days. And I was just like, where does that come from?
That's really good.
Where does that come from?
So now we know. Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
All right.
According to Google.
According to Google, Tom Sawyer is the origin of something about blood. So I found this really cool YouTube channel called The Fall of Civilizations.
Yeah.
And it talks about exactly that, the fall of civilizations. And I was learning about the Bronze Age collapse. And there's this wild-ass story from, like, the Bronze Age, literally the Bronze Age. And it's like, there's this group of people who came in off a random boat and, like, destroyed a bunch of civilizations during the Bronze Age. And they're just called the Sea Peoples. That's fucking ominous. The Sea Peoples? Like, are they
Polynesians?
No. They don't know. Nobody knows. They don't know where they're from.
Atlanteans.
That's
Agartha is real.
That's where I was going with this. That's where I was going with this. Because then I watched another video about ancient Sumeria. And how they have this, the oldest story in the world is like the story of like, there's this epic flood that destroyed the whole world and like caused a man to come out of the ocean and like tell them the story of civilization and like how to become civilized people. And that's like the oldest epic in Sumerian history. It's like a fish man comes out of the ocean and tells them about civilization, and that's how they learned how to be civilized. And I'm like, that's fucking wild. So I'm thinking, sea peoples, fish man. I think there's a connection here.
I think the proper term would be merfolk.
Yeah, fair. I don't want to be racist against the mer people.
Listen, if we start boiling down humanoid species that are similar to other species, that just turns into racism.
Yeah.
Like, in Magic, there's this character called Ajani, and he's like a humanoid lion. But if you just call him a lion person, that's not okay. I don't know what his species is called. Otherwise, I'd call him that. But it's not okay. Do you like languages?
I do.
Did you know that there is a modern language that it was a conlang invented recently?
Exciting.
That had to be deciphered the same way we deciphered the Rosetta Stone?
Ooh.
Because the creators didn't explain it at all.
So they forgot their own language?
No, they refused to explain it.
Oh.
And guess what it's from?
What is it from?
Magic the Gathering.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was showing you earlier, how I wrote my name in Phyrexian. That's the language.
Oh, that's exciting. I like the fact that there's a new fictional language in town.
There's another new fictional language in town, too.
I'm listening.
The Fremen language? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called Fremen. And it's derived from Arabic.
The Ferengi are not uncivilized. Sorry.
It derives from Arabic, and it's really cool. I'm also learning how to write Arabic letters.
I've been watching Star Trek with my boyfriend.
Oh, are you learning Klingon?
No. But every time I think about Star Trek, I think about the Ferengi, who are like a fictional people on Star Trek, and they have really pointy teeth and huge ears. And there's like a scene in Star Trek. This is like the next generation, not the newest one, like the one from the 80s. And he is wearing this horrible costume makeup that's supposed to make him look like another species. And he just goes, "The Ferengi are not uncivilized." And it's permanently etched into my brain. It's permanently in there. And so now every time somebody says uncivilized or anything relating to civilization, I just go, "The Ferengi are not uncivilized." And it's just, I'm in too deep at this point.
Did you know that Klingon is one of the most spoken conlangs in the world? And I read this story on Tumblr about a couple who met because they could both speak Klingon. And one of them spoke Portuguese and the other spoke, I think, English. But
Okay.
They spoke to each other in Klingon, and eventually they got together.
That's exciting. Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
Did they talk dirty in Klingon?
I hope so.
I hope so. Just think about it. Think about it. That's the nerdiest shit ever. But
oh yeah,
I think. Imagine it.
That's how I'm gonna end up meeting my person.
I feel like that's the only way.
Is that how you met your partner?
No.
No.
We met on the internet.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Uh-oh.
The internet. Don't tell my mom. Sorry, Mom, if you watch this video. We met on the internet.
Exactly 0 of my partners have I met IRL first.
Yeah. That's fair. I feel like the internet is a good place to meet people now.
Well, no. I met my last partner at a party hosted by someone I met on the internet.
Ah. And you just go to parties with people you meet on the internet? Are you sure that's a good idea? You met them on the internet, though.
I had met them before.
Okay. Fair enough. Still on the internet, though.
Yeah.
I know I can't talk, because I definitely met my boyfriend on the internet. And I shouldn't. Yeah.
You're not a good role model.
I'm not. Don't meet boyfriends on the internet. I love you. Not you. Boyfriend. I mean, I do love you. Like, you're great. But, I'm talking to my boyfriend. Eyebrows. What you gonna do about it? Eyebrows. What you gonna do about it? Die knots. What you gonna do about it? Guy with great posture. Sorry. That's from a movie I saw. It had to be 2017. I think it's called Meet the Somethings. You're meeting someone. It's about a fake family who's drug trafficking. And it's a comedy. And a guy gets bit on his balls by a spider and his balls swell up and it's gross. The same guy who played Houston Scrub in what is that movie called? It's the C.S. Lewis ones. Narnia. He played Houston Scrub in the 3rd Narnia movie. Will Poulter. Will Poulter. The guy with the eyebrows. You know the guy with the eyebrows? The eyebrows. The eyebrows.
I didn't know there was a 3rd one.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
How many movies did they make? I thought it was just the Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and The Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
I thought that was the 3rd one. Is the Dawn Treader the 2nd one?
It's like the 7th book or something.
Yeah,
they were skipping around.
I've read those books. It's The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy. I don't know, it's something about a horse and a boy. A horse and his boy.
I thought The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was first. Because, I don't know, I've only seen the movies, but it seems like it would be...
I read the books, and there's a book that comes before The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Wait.
Called The Horse and His Boy.
I mean,
not The Horse and His Boy, The Magician's Nephew.
I did read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But I didn't read any of the other ones.
Fair. They're okay. Did you know that C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien used to be best friends? And then they got in major beef over a British guy. And I have not read Lord of the Rings, I'm not gonna lie. But apparently there's a character who's a tree in Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. And that tree is based on C.S. Lewis.
Interesting.
Yes. And if that's a lie, then Tumblr lied to me. Okay, let's be honest. an Instagram post of a Tumblr post lied to me. I wasn't on Tumblr. I haven't been on Tumblr since the game.
You've already mentioned this.
I've already mentioned this.
I saw a statistic.
Statistics.
Let me see if I remember this correctly.
Miss Law Ann, Miss Law Ann, Miss Law Ann, Miss Law Ann. Sorry, I'm doing the Timothy Chalamet statistics song. Please ignore me. Continue.
It said that once every 6 days, somewhere in the world celebrates their independence from the British.
Nice. Fuck the police. I mean, the British? I don't know why I said the police. I think it was just instinctual. I definitely meant to say the British, but the police just sort of came out. I really do like that song. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. I had a dream that I was part of an elite force of tunnel climbers that, like, dropped... My dreams are really weird. So I was a member of this elite force of tunnel climbers. And we started at the very tops of like 400-story buildings, and we climbed down the elevator shafts and into the sewer systems, and we would like climb through the tunnels, and it was like a sport. And so there were competitive tunnel climbers, and it was like a civilization where instead of poop there was dust, and so you climbed in the sewers and it was just full of dust, and it was weird. It was a weird dream. I don't know what inspired that dream. I don't know where it came from, but it would probably make a really good sci-fi novel.
Write it.
I might. I would be working on one sci-fi novel. I don't
Does it have to be sci-fi? It could just be fiction.
Could be fiction. The whole concept of the dream was that she was the best female drain crawler. Me, I was the best female drain crawler. And my coach wanted to put a man in the top spot over me, even though I was better than him. And I was like, you're not gonna be sexist to me. I'm the best drain crawler in the world. And he was like, you're not even that good. And I was like, I'm better than Aaron. There was a guy named Aaron. He was the second best drain crawler, but he wasn't even that good. He was just a guy. And this is all a dream. I don't know anyone named Aaron. What you gonna do about it, A.A. Ron?
Itchy eyebrow. Can't scratch it because it's got paint on it. Eyebrow paint. Itchy eyebrow. Itchy eyebrow.
You can put that in the video. I'm an autistic adult under age 35.
Do you like Creep? Are you like, do you relate to it?
I'm a creep apologist. Not creeps, like with an S, but like Creep the song. I'm a Creep the song apologist. Did I tell you the story of the time I got home from Sweden and immediately got hit in the head with a cicada and had a panic attack?
No, but that's so on brand for you.
That's the whole story. I got home from Sweden. I got off the airplane. I walked out of the airport. I got hit in the head with a cicada and had a panic attack right there in the parking lot.
Nice.
Of the BNA airport.
Fun. I drove by BNA on Monday, and there's an awesome tunnel.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Sorry.
But you know what I was doing over there on Murfreesboro Road?
What were you doing over there on Murfreesboro Road?
I went to play Magic, and I won 2 out of 3 games I've played.
Period.
And the second game, I pulled off a turn 1 4 mana. I got a land, a soul ring, and I top decked a charcoal diamond. Yeah, charcoal diamond.
Nice.
And then turn 4, I got Bolus's Citadel and won.
So I was at the pharmacy the other day. And the pharmacist at my local Walgreens knows my entire family by name. We buy a lot of drugs. And today, she decided to tell me, you know, girl, you got expensive taste in psychiatric medication. And I was like, damn, that's aggressive. And now I'm self-conscious about my expensive taste in psychiatric medication. I spent a lot of money on drugs every month. Every 90 days, actually. But still. Shout out to Dr. Jennifer! She's my psychiatrist. Love her.
2 minutes, and we're running out of battery.
Okay.
And I have a headache. And I have to pee.
Oh, damn, that's a lot.
And I'm hungry.
Okay.
I got all the debuffs.
Riley has all the debuffs, so we're gonna cut this short. My makeup's done. I'm bad as fuck. I've always been bad as fuck. I'm a cutie. I'm a cutie patootie. Just so you know, I'm a cutie patootie. Did you know? Now you know. And this is the face. Let me take off this headband. There you go. Full makeup, full outfit. See you in the next video. Peace out, you rapscallions.